StockX is being sued by Nike over sneaker NFTs. Do you want to know why Nike sued StockX in the Southern District of New York on Thursday, alleging that the sneaker resale giant is infringing on and diluting its trademarks by minting vault non-fungible tokens based mostly on popular Nike sneakers without authorization? Luckily for you, Nugget Lover, in this video, we will discover why Nike is suing StockX over their use of sneaker NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Some say that this may open up the floodgates for more lawsuits. According to the complaint, Nike did not approve or sanction StockX's Nike-branded Vault NFTs. Those unapproved products are likely to perplex consumers, create a false relationship between them and Nike, and weaken Nike's well-known trademarks. Nike declined to comment on the complaint, citing a policy prohibiting public commentary about active legal matters. A request for comment from StockX was not returned. Nike's lawsuit reflects one of the most common criticisms of the StockX NFT program since its launch in January. StockX's rules around its NFTs allow it to redeem an NFT from its Vault program for an experience component at its exclusive discretion, effectively taking it away from the holder, according to the complaint. It also calls into question the StockX NFT's exorbitant prices, pointing out that a common sneaker like a black and white Nike Dunk Low sells for an average of $282 on the site, while the NFT counterpart sells for an average of $809. The lawsuit uses social media to show that there is already a lot of doubt about the StockX NFTs, citing comments on Reddit and Twitter asking if Nike is engaged in the initiative. Nike's complaint portrays NFTs as part of the future of business, but it also warns that the developing technology is vulnerable to trademark infringers looking to benefit from intellectual property that isn't theirs. Nike has lately formed a new branch named Nike Virtual Studios, which is highly invested in the metaverse. Nike purchased NFT brand RTFKT in December 2021, and it will now operate under the brand's new Virtual Studios division. The lawsuit includes a teaser of what's to come from RTFTK, which is owned by Nike and promises to offer virtual merchandise in February. Nike is requesting that StockX not sell or promote its Vault NFTs with Nike trademarks. It also wants the resale market to destroy the NFTs and compensate Nike for the losses. What to know about Nike's legal battle with StockX over sneakers and NFTs? Nike filed a trademark infringement lawsuit against StockX for its Vault NFTs. Nike also stated that counterfeit sneakers may be purchased on the StockX online marketplace. The lawsuit might set a legal precedent for the kind of NFTs that can be created, as well as damage StockX's reputation. Nike's professional connection with StockX, an online marketplace, appears to have deteriorated. The two corporations are embroiled in a legal battle that began with NFTs and has since evolved to include charges of selling counterfeit footwear. Nike announced on May 11 that it had purchased counterfeit sneakers from StockX, a popular reseller site that prides itself on its authenticity guarantee. This sparked outrage among sneakerheads who use the site to buy and sell sneakers for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in the hopes of acquiring authenticated shoes. The charge comes after Jordan sued StockX in February, alleging that the e-tailer infringed on its trademark by selling non-fungible tokens, resembling Nike footwear. Nike is suing StockX for damages and to stop them from selling digital tokens. The trademark claim, on the other hand, is dismissed by StockX. This week, Nike updated the lawsuit to include the claim of counterfeit sneakers. The court struggle could establish some legal guidelines for NFTs, which are currently subject to few limitations. Whether it's characters from the Bored Ape Yacht Club or virtual sneakers marketed by Nike, NFTs have grown popular in the art and collectible scenes. Although some NFTs have sold for millions of dollars, the total value of NFTs has dropped in recent months. What exactly is StockX? StockX is a popular e-commerce site for consumers looking to buy and sell sneakers. It also allows users to sell other products such as designer clothing, Pokemon trading cards, and PlayStation 5 consoles, although its main focus is on shoes. According to a report released earlier this year by research firm NPD, StockX accounts for 29% of all footwear purchased online. The authenticity guarantee, which StockX claims has a 99% accuracy rate, is a major component of the company's business. Sneaker collectors used to undertake rare shoe transactions in person, at stores or conventions, or on eBay before the resale site launched in 2016. Deals on eBay, on the other hand, were risky because there was no easy way to verify the authenticity of footwear before purchasing them. In 2020, eBay launched its own authenticity scheme for sneakers. Sellers create a StockX account and list their unused sneakers, often known as dead stock, for whatever price they believe the shoes are worth. This is frequently at a higher cost than the retail price. Similar to a stock market listing, each shoe featured has its own price tracking to illustrate its value. When someone buys a pair of shoes, instead of shipping them to the buyer, the seller sends them to one of StockX's authentication facilities in the United States or abroad. StockX validates the authenticity of the footwear at these sites. Rare shoes such as select Nike Air Jordan 1s can cost hundreds of dollars, yet counterfeits can be purchased for less than retail price for Chinese manufacturers. StockX sends verified sneakers to the buyer, while those that fail authentication are returned to the vendor, and the buyer is not responsible for the purchase. What is StockX's strategy with NFTs? In January, StockX unveiled their Vault NFT portfolio. While most NFTs do not allow physical asset ownership, the value NFTs are linked to an actual shoe or other thing featured in the NFT. People that purchase a Vault NFT, such as for Nike's Jordan 1, are also purchasing the real pair of shoes. The physical shoe is kept in StockX's vault until the NFT's owner redeems it. The owner can also sell the NFT and leave the sneaker in the vault, indicating that the shoes have a new owner. StockX has designed other tokens for trading cards, watches, and action figures, and one of the Vault NFTs has already climbed in the value from $5,000 to $8,000. Why is Nike upset that StockX is selling NFTs? Nike filed a trademark infringement complaint against StockX in February. The Vault NFTs, according to the sports gear manufacturer, will confuse consumers and dilute the brand's renowned trademarks. StockX is minting NFTs that predominantly use Nike's trademarks, marketing those NFTs using Nike's goodwill, and selling those NFTs at heavily inflated prices to unsuspecting consumers who believe or are likely to believe that those investable digital assets, as StockX calls them, are, in fact, authorized by Nike when they are not, according to the complaint filed by the Southern District of New York. In April, Nike began selling its own NFTs. The Nike Dunk Genesis Crypto Kicks are a series of virtual sneakers that consist of 20,000 different tokens, with one pair of Crypto Kicks already selling for more than $130,000. What did Nike have to say about StockX and bogus sneakers? Nike updated its complaint to claim that it was able to purchase counterfeit sneakers on StockX that had passed the authenticity check. According to the lawsuit, Nike has purchased 4 bogus pairs of Air Jordan 1 Retro High OGs in the black varsity red-white colorway since December 2021. This is the same sneaker that StockX has in their Vault NFT line. StockX has linked the infringing Nike-branded NFTs to counterfeit goods and sold those claim tickets to phony shoes at significantly inflated prices to consumers who had no opportunity to inspect the shoes before reselling the NFT to another naive consumer, Nike stated. What has StockX had to say about counterfeit sneakers? According to Reuters, StockX stated in a March court filing that its NFTs do not infringe on Nike's trademarks and that the case is a baseless and misleading attempt to stifle the popular secondary market for its footwear. Following Nike's claim that it bought counterfeit sneakers on the site, StockX issued another statement claiming it takes consumer protection extremely seriously. Nike's latest lawsuit is not only without merit, but also puzzling, considering that their own brand protection team has expressed confidence in our authentication program, and that hundreds of Nike employees, including current top executives, utilize StockX to buy and sell products, the business claimed. This current approach is nothing more than a desperate and panicky attempt to revive its lost legal lawsuit against our breakthrough Vault NFT service. which revolutionizes the way people buy, store, and sell collectibles safely, effectively, and sustainably. StockX stated last week it was entering the NFT market. This is a huge deal for both crypto and sneaker communities as it cements the future by bringing the two worlds together. With companies like Nike and Adidas already working on NFT projects, it only makes sense for the world's largest reseller marketplace to join in. In comparison, StockX is preparing its marketplace to host a variety of deliverables such as NFTs and sneakers that other companies have yet to touch. Vault, StockX's first NFT project, uses tokens to represent authenticity and provenance in its sneaker resale market. This is advantageous for people who trade sneakers as a speculative asset because it eliminates the need to transmit authorized shoes back and forth. NFTs are being used by StockX to reward high-end spenders and collectors. StockX held a giveaway of 8 cows figurines for its initial incentive, which was solely open to NFT holders. The concept of using NFTs to gate off and reward superfans is gaining traction, with StockX hoping to use its large community of collectors to reward behaviors that they are currently doing. StockX's implementation of tying NFTs to footwear made sense, given the focus on Vault for its debut into NFTs. However, many issues remain concerning how people are intended to behave in this marketplace, which differs from how other NFT platforms are set up, such as how resellers are supposed to price in this value add of an NFT. What NFTs will be available for purchase separately from sneakers? Will customers be allowed to resell NFTs purchased on StockX on platforms such as OpenSea? Vault was revealed as StockX's first digital asset, with more to come in the future. Vault currently has 559 NFTs associated with sneakers for sale. The A Mamaneer X Air Jordan 3 Retro and Off-White X Nike Dunk Low Lot 50 are one of a kind, while the Kaws X Sakai X Nike Blazer Low and White and Black Nike Dunk Low Retro are limited to 100 pairs. NFTs are attached to shoes by Vault as a proof of ownership and authenticity. This simplifies the shipping and authentication processes for people who use StockX to resell or trade shoes as alternative assets. The NFT is burned. A token is sent to a wallet that can only accept them, thus destroying it, for people who truly want to wear the shoes, and you can request that the shoes be shipped. Since the token is destroyed, you get the real shoes. StockX already employs an order book for shoes, similar to how stocks and cryptocurrency are traded. StockX's NFTs can't yet be traded outside of the platform, but they've built themselves up to be resold on exchanges like OpenSea, utilizing ERC-1155 tokens. These are minted on top of Ethereum, the most popular blockchain to build NFTs on. StockX verifies the minting on Etherscan, the public Ethereum transaction database, although all transactions are now live natively on StockX's website. There's no wallet trading on Etherscan, only StockX has the custodial wallet minter. Traditional NFT marketplaces display transactions from wallet to wallet, differently than StockX's order book for Vault. Because there's no peer-to-peer sales history, it's difficult to figure out how many NFTs have been minted, what's for resale versus first minted, a significant consideration for certain NFT collectors, and how pre-sale pricing works. StockX has coined NFT editions ranging from 3 to 250 for various sneakers according to the initial sales on Vault. Nike Dunk Low Retro, White and Black NFTs do a decent job at reflecting their shoes' real-world price, which fluctuates depending on resale demand. Other releases such as the Jordan 1 Retro High OG, patent bred, began at $300 for a limited edition of $250, peaked at $860, and are now closer to $670. For someone attempting to figure out what's for sale and how much the NFT is worth, sneakers like the Ben & Jerry's X Nike SB Dunk Low Chunky Dunky are a little more perplexing. The Chunky Dunky NFT was minted in an edition of 3 with 5 transactions recorded. The first 2 at $1,250, in line with the genuine sneakers market pricing, and the third at $3,000. If the sales history for the number of editions is true, one of the first 3 buyers resold their NFT for $3,500 and another for $5,000, about $3,500 more than the sneaker alone. There are two tasks, one for the $42,069 and the other for $55,555, with a bid history of $3,600 at the time of writing. In the NFT realm, trollish pricing like 42,069 are common, but if someone isn't looking through StockX's order book, they'll just see the high-end asking price. Advertising methods like this work for sneakers on their own because the market was backed by outside forces like eBay or other resellers, but having that stated as the main sales price has stopped some people from looking into StockX's Vault NFTs further. According to the history of sales for StockX Vault NFTs, it appears that people who have invested in the digital sneakers have begun to define prices more closely connected to what they would be willing to pay for the shoes alone, plus the token holders' perks. NFT ownership on StockX could result in some good results such as special events, greater giveaways, or access to brand merchandise not available to the general public as a means to reward superfans. Although StockX's decision to do everything in-house made sense in terms of tying its strongest product, reselling verification facilitation, to NFTs via Vault, the company has yet to reveal what NFTs will be sold in collaboration with artists, brands, though it has expressed interest in doing so in the future. NFTs that aren't tethered to footwear will eventually be able to migrate off-platform to secondary marketplaces or actual wallets like Ledger. If StockX models its NFT sales after other marketplaces, Vault and other NFTs could gain gated access to some of the same incentives depending on the asset's price and rarity. Comparing it to the Bored Ape Yacht Club, where the current entry fee of $224,000 provides you access to a message board of millionaires and billionaires, is an excellent illustration. StockX is looking for a similar level of digital assets regardless of whether the NFT is tied to a shoe, where you'll be granted access to events like the recent Cost giveaway, Discord channels, or other digital spaces with other people who've spent the same amount. We're excited about our digital future, a future where NFTs can be bought and sold across multiple platforms and paid for with cryptocurrency, a future where new NFT products empower the creator economy, and a future where Web3 unlocks marketplace efficiencies and new experiences for our global community, said StockX CEO Scott Cutler after the Vault NFT launch. Our digital future will allow us to trade and consume present culture in ever-increasing ways. While StockX is still ironing out the details of how all of these parts will operate together within the Ethereum ecosystem, they've laid the groundwork. For the general public, this means that the link between NFTs and footwear is still in its early stages. That's it for this video, Nugget Lover. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and if you feel like we've delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person, as a token of your appreciation for the hard work we put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you'll start to see results. See you soon!